right. Okay students, I was dealing with the economic importance of monerans. The economic importance of monerans, they have positive and the negative effects. The positive effect, they produce the antibiotics. They are useful in providing the antibiotics, the production of the antibiotics, and they also help in the fixing of the nitrogen, that is a nitrogen fixation. They help in the nitrogen or the biogeochemical cycles. Then you have the negative effects. In negative effects, pathogens, they produce the disease. They are responsible for causing the diseases. The diseases, for example, in plants, they generally cause the citrus canker, and in animals, they cause cholera, tetanus, or the typhoid. Is it clear? Okay. Then the mode of reproduction in monerans. The mode of reproduction in monerans, again, you have two types of reproduction. One is asexual, another one is sexual. The asexual, that is your fission. What is either fission or the spore formation? Fission is what? The organism is there and it will be divided into two parts. Okay? The organism itself will divide into two parts. Spore formation, that is the organism is there and they form the spores. The spores, again, one more important thing, spores can form in two ways. Either inside the body of the organism or outside the body of organism. If it is being produced inside the body of organism, then you call it as a endogenously produced. The spores are being formed endogenously. If they are being formed outside, you call them as the spores are being formed exogenously. Okay? Sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, the mode of reproduction is known as conjugation. Conjugation is what? See student, when you talk about the sexual reproduction, what do you mean by sexual? In sexual reproduction is what? Where the two nuclei or the two genetic material, the two male gamete and the female gamete fuses. Generally what fuses? It's the genetic material of father and mother is being fused. In the same way, in bacteria you do not have a male and female kind. We call it as a strains. Two different strains of bacteria. Okay, positive strains and negative strains. Okay, positive strain and negative strain. What are these strains are? Now see, in this bacteria also there are type of a sexual reproduction takes place where the genetic material of one bacteria is being transferred to the another bacteria. Is it clear? How? Suppose this is one bacteria, this is another bacteria. First of all, they form a bridge-like structure. This bridge-like structure is known as pilus. Okay. Now, the bacteria contains the genetic material, right? Now, from here, the genetic material, that is the DNA, will reach to the another one and they form the circular condition and they go for the circular replication. Is it clear? So, this is what? The genetic material of one particular bacteria strain is being received by the next bacterial strain. Is it clear? This is called as the conjugation or the sexual reproduction. Okay. Then you have the type of bacteria called the Microclass. What is Microclass? Different from bacteria is not having a cell wall. Smallest known living cell, 0.1 micrometer, can survive without oxygen, anaerobic condition. Okay, mycoplasm can survive without oxygen. They can live in the anaerobic condition, and some are serious plant and animal pathogens. Is it clear students? So this is about the Monera. I repeat once more, monerans are the bacteria which are being classified based on their origin, that is your ancient or the eubacteria, based on their mode of nutrition, autotrophs and heterotrophs, based on the condition where they are being present, that is they are halophiles, they are thermohesiophiles, they are the methanogens, or based on the shape of the bacteria, that is they can be coccus, they can be rod shape, that is your bacillus, they can be comma shape, that is your vibrio, or they can be spiralum. Right, clear students? Okay. Bacteria are photosynthetic and the chemosynthetic or the heterotrophs. Under photosynthetic, they make their own food with the help of the sunlight, and sometimes they give out oxygen, sometimes they do not give out the oxygen. Then you have the what you call chemosynthetic. When you deal with the chemosynthetic, they are able to oxidize and able to fix the nitrogen. They use the chemicals to provide to make their own food. Then the heterotrophs, when you deal with the heterotrophs, generally the bacteria are the good decomposers. They depend on the others. In others, when they talk about, either they live on the host live organisms or they live on the dead organism. If they live on the host organism, host live organism, we call them parasitic type of nutrition. When they live on the dead animals, we call them as a saprophytic mode of nutrition. Then I've told you about the economic importance of the monerans. Monerans economic importance is what? That is, either they use for positive effects or the negative effects. In positive way, they are able to produce the antibiotics, and they are able to they act as the decomposers, or they are able to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Then you talk about the negative effect. When you deal with the negative effect, obviously they produce the diseases. Citrus canker is an important disease in the plants. In animals, tetanus, cholera, all these type of diseases are being caused by the bacteria. Clear? Reproduction can be asexual, reproduction can be sexual. When you talk about the asexual mode of reproduction, it can be fission, it can be spore formation. Sexual mode of reproduction deals with the conjugation, where the two bacterial strains are present, one positive and one negative strain. The positive strain are responsible for providing the DNA to the negative strain. Is it clear to all? Right. Then the microplasm, with the smallest form of microorganism. The organism example is a PPLO, pleuropneumonio-like organism, smallest known living cell, 0.1 micrometer, can survive without oxygen, anaerobic in condition. Some are serious plants and some are pathogens. Thank you, students. This is about the kingdom Monera and kingdom Protista and all. We will deal in the next class.